Well, good morning. Steve's just doing his morning planking. We are on flooring this morning. I'm saying this morning because I'm optimistic it's not going to take all day. First decision we have to make, because it's something we left for
another day.
A decision, and today is the other day. So
I don't like making decisions.
We're just working out how much of the van floor we want to lose to make the step. No point having the step straight in relation to the van. So I'm just filling the any uneven bits in the floor because it's not perfect, as we're not woodworkers, but anywhere where there's a remote chance that's going to poke up or a little dip's going to affect the vinyl that we're putting down, I'm just filling. And as usual, I've brought a tool, but my fingers better at the job. And then I'll be moaning later it hurts, but I do the same when I do grouting. Steve's still busy sort of sorting the step out. I think we've got a plan for that now, so that's good. Right, let's move to the next bit. Some of the joins are good. Not that any of the other joins are bad, but I just don't want any opportunity for the floor to be dodgy. Though to be fair, there wasn't going to be a huge amount of it exposed to walk on because a lot of it is going to be under cabinets and stuff. I'm just mindful of the garage is going to have a lot of in and out in of bits and bobs and stuff. So I'm just making sure that's going to feel flush without a little edge in it. Obviously, we've said before, this isn't a tutorial, this is just the way we're doing it. So we'll see if it works out.
Okay, so a little update on where we're getting up to this morning. So Cheryl's done all the filling in and levelling out the floor, all the screw holes, etc, etc. So that's all ready to sand now. We have had just a bit of rain, which doesn't bode well, as you probably know, this van, so I'll check that out in a moment. So although it doesn't look necessarily that pretty, we've added, or I've added, this kind of edging around. So this is going to be the step in and out. This is going to be kitchen units. So we're going to end up with the vinyl coming down, and I think we're going to come probably down to about here, glue all that in place, and then eventually we're going to end up with like a doormat, that kind of brushy stuff. We're going to put that on the floor and around the side, so clean your feet in and out, so it'll finish off nicely around there with a bit of luck. And then this bit just here under there will be a little bit of storage, so maybe some flip-flops or some odds and sods and things to go in there, and it will all finish off nicely. Put a little bit of fascia on there, and hopefully that'll be that job done. So next thing is to sand down all this filler, give it a good clean, and then I think we're ready to put the floor down.
Need to check that that's roughly parallel. let's give you a little update of where we're at. So, it actually wasn't too painful, was it?
No.
So, the flooring is in. There is a little bit of method to our madness of why there is a gap. We had originally talked about having a different type of flooring for the back. So if this doesn't withstand the pulling in and out of bikes and kayaks and tools and that kind of stuff, then we can replace it quite easily. It's not attached to the other side. But the other reason was, the place where I got the vinyl from would only sell whole meters. And as you can see, I only needed like that much over a 4 metre, and I wasn't prepared to pay all the extra money because I actually had to get wider than I needed anyway. So we have got enough to do the strip. So the strip's going to go there, but actually the wall for the garage is going there. So it doesn't matter to us that there's a big gap. Not a big gap, little gap. But anyway, went in really easy. It's really easy to cut with a knife or scissors. And we did the, as you would have seen in the video, the half and half method that way. I've seen people do the method front to back, but it worked easier for us doing it that way. The step's nearly done. We've decided to kind of edge around the step in Koya doormat in pieces, so we'll fix that in just so that we got somewhere to wipe boots and stuff before you step in. And we just need some bull nose trimming to go over the lip. We've tried to run the vinyl even over the step a little bit. It just isn't gonna stick. It's just not having any of it. So we could tack it along, just so we've got a nice seal, and then we'll fix on the matting, and then that all should look really nice and neat and tidy around that bit, which is good. But yeah, it all went on quite nice, really. Fingers crossed it stays stuck down.
Time for more leak checks. Harder than I thought. Let's try that. I'm going to call it. I think we've solved all our leaks. And we've decided on a name for this van now because of all the leaks.
Have we?
But that's not to be revealed yet. Right, so before Cheryl can vape a barrier over here, I need to connect the hookup, the 240 volt hookup when we plugged in on site or at home or whatever, into the socket I put in weeks ago now. So second bit of proper electrics. And I don't know if I claimed this before, but last time, disclaimer, you've probably gathered, I'm not a tradesperson, I'm definitely not an electrician, please don't copy me, because I can handle killing myself.
Brilliant.
I don't want it to happen to anyone else.
Where's the life insurance policy?
So I've got some of this blue Arctic cable, it's going to connect to that, and I'm going to leave a length, and obviously once we've put the consumer box in, it'll go into there. Right, here we go. That's better, can actually see now. I know it's a bit crazy, but feel quite sad that we're going to hide away all our hard work in running electrical cables and things.
Don't worry, we've got some video evidence of it.
Never to be seen again.
Hopefully.
Well, good luck, yeah.
On the swaps.
Need to make that go down a little bit. Right, another landmark, monumental moment in the van build. The first bit of walling.
Oh, I've just cut through a wire.
Have you really? What have you cut through?
The blue one.
Are you joking?
Yes, I am joking. Oh, your little face. I pranked you. Have you been pranked?
Does he say hello to YouTube?
Hello.
Right, before I was so rudely interrupted, I was saying we are putting in the first piece of walling officially in the van. Now my heart rate has returned to normal. So
Love you.
I'm just marking along 9 centimetres down because that's where I'm going to put the screws. I'm going to definitely put way too many screws in than what I actually need, but I'd rather have it nice and secure than falling off. Generally a good idea in life, I reckon. Right, so let's just mark that line. We hummed and hawed about painting it before we put it in, but
I'm having a nightmare.
we decided to paint it afterwards. Well, that's karma, that is. Being rude to me. Perfect. So there we go. I'm going to do one every 10 centimetres. I'm using Optimax wood screws. I never really realised. I thought a screw was a screw was a screw before, but I've now found.
Met me?
Oh, I could make a comment, but I won't. So yeah, I'm using these, and we'll see how we go. Here we go. Ready? Oh, that didn't go to plan.
Why?
It's supposed to go in deeper than that. Change your plan. Going to use 25mm screws. So, I'm going to drill secure the first bit of wood on the van. First time, I'm sure nothing can go wrong. It's the first time I've done this, isn't it? Haven't tried at all already yet.
Oh, I thought a screw was a screw was a screw and all that.
So did I.
So let's let you know where we're at. We've had a pizza. That was good. Short break for a pizza. Rock and roll Saturday night here. So we're busy fixing the garage walls in.
Well, sort of. Run out of screws.
Run out of screws. Standard, isn't it? Run out of screws.
Yeah.
So we filled and sanded this side, and I'm going to prime it, and then I can paint that tomorrow. And what's good about this bit we've discovered is hardly any of that is going to be seen. So we're able
That's
to.
why we're doing it first.
Yeah, so do that first. We can
Well, yeah.
practice check the filler does its job in the screw holes, check our sanding method, check the primer and the paint options we've got are going to work, check the colours we've chosen are going to work. What are you doing, some kind of mime?
I think I lost my sanity.
You've lost
It's been
your
a long,
sanity.
my voice is gone. It's been a long day.
Yep, so get on with some priming. It's exciting. Paint. Ooh. well, that's us done for today. Steve's tried to screw that side in, but he hasn't got the right screws. So that can wait till tomorrow. So first coat of primer is on, first bit of wall and the wheel arch box. So the water tank is going to be L-shaped sitting on there, and that's also going to provide support for the bed. So that's good. So time for G&T and to wash the brush. See you in the morning. Well, good morning. It's Sunday and it's raining. It's our first actual rainy van conversion day. We obviously had the unfortunate storm incident the other day, but we weren't working on the van. So at the moment it's pretty dark in here. The windows we've got front and back are tinted, but we're against the house and the fence and everything, so there isn't much light coming in, which is proving a little bit tricky because I am trying to paint again the garage wall and the wheel arch cover box, but I'm doing my best. So Steve's gonna have an explore at here at looking at fitting the ply. Here he comes. He has a plan to put some tarp over the... So as I was saying, Steve's going to try and work out the thinner ply for the walls. When I say work out, we're just trying to see where we can have the least visible joins, because filling holes and joins and everything isn't fun, and we want it to look as nice as we can get it. So it's really early. It's about 8 o'clock on Sunday morning. Steve's already been up for a couple of hours and completely tidied the garage, because as we know, a tidy workplace is a happy workplace, and we're getting a bit grumpy yesterday. We couldn't find things because you just generally walk in, don't you, to shove it down and get the next thing you need. So we are just waiting for the DIY store to open so we can go and get paint and some more screws and some caulk, and there was something else. Hopefully I'll remember before we get there. But anyway, makeshift barn door cover incoming. So Steve's been busy tidying.
Tidy workplace. It's a happy workplace, and it's a true fact because last night I wasn't very happy. No, and this place was an absolute
grumpy little munchkin, weren't you?
Tired. And this morning, it's a good day, even though it's persisting down with rain. We have a tidy workplace. We're good to go.
So we're going to cut the first interesting jigsaw of wall. It looked like a little castle, isn't it? With all the little turrets out of it.
Holes.
So we've just measured on the ply all of where the roof beams come across. Marked all those out along there. And then Stevie's going to cut them all out.
Well, you're going to cut them. It's about time you got used to these tools. You know, it's a double project, you know, it's not just me.
Okay, I'm in charge of paintbrushes.
Yeah, but you learn a new skill, don't you?
Maybe I will give it a go, but maybe not on a really important piece of wood.
No, all bits of wood are important.
Yeah, but this is an actual piece going in the actual van.
That's what I mean, it all goes. Everything
I know, but yeah, I could do it on a pretend bit.
A pretend bit.
Whilst you were doing that, you missed a miracle. Lola delivered tea.
No. Unbelievable.
Well, it's Father's Day. How's it looking, Chief?
I think it's okay. Could be better, could be worse. But it's in.
That's good.
I've managed to, all the screws that are going to be on show that we're going to cover and fill, I've managed to kind of sink in a little bit. The only one weren't wrong is that one and that one, so I took them out, so we've just got 2 holes here to fill there.
Nice.
But I mean, it's not quite, because it's only 6mm ply, you can feel all the lumps and bumps, so I know we've got structure going in as well, but I don't know.
Looks nice and smooth.
We'll see.
Done with some painting.
I think we did make one that should be a little bit lower, just bulging a little bit, but it's all going to be hidden behind cupboards. Hide everything, hide all your mistakes.
Yeah, we just go floor to ceiling cupboards. And then we realise we can't make cupboards. So
What? You can't make cupboards.
I don't know, have we ever made cupboards?
We are making cupboards, yeah.
Yeah, but do you know how to make a cupboard?
Not yet, no.
Well, that's what I'm saying, we might not be able to make them.
Oh, I see.
Right, painting time.
Right, so starting to get the hang of this wall lining out a little bit. It's always the way, isn't it? You make some mistakes and you start to learn. So I've cut this bit out. It's going to be like the bottom, lower part of the kitchen and the back end of the seats. Drilled one hole for this 240 volt cable to go through, and hopefully, fingers crossed, I've measured it correctly and it's going to slot in there nicely. It should end up about there.
And that is not our angry dog.
It's not, no, just for a change. Cute angry dog. Yay!
Nice.
Excellent, right. Just got to screw it down.
I like the footprint feature.
Yeah, footprint feature. I mean, whose great big size 11 is that? I wonder. That ain't going nowhere. An achievement.
We have loads of achievements.
I think that's the first thing that's gone in, kind of as to plan. First time I'm having to think about it. Yay! Ooh! Right, paint it. Ready, daughter? Is the name we're not allowed to mention?
Ready, is it? Is there one I'm not allowed to mention?
I can cut that bit out.
Bleep it out like he's calling you a C word or something.
Oh, you've got hold of it, so I can.
Yeah.
Is that enough for you to think?
Yeah,
Okay.
Squash my finger.
Hang on, listen.
Well, you stand in the middle then. Push there. Nothing wrong with it. Don't have to push that hard, you just have to hold it. It's very dark, I think, in here. We're having a storm. Oh, that's what's it when you call it in the film when the weather's bad. It's like a word, isn't there?
Pathetic fallacy.
Pathetic fallacy. Google it. A pathetic. I'm hoping
We're
this
not
is.
having a storm. We've had the storm.
We have had a storm. There's two things going a bit wrong at the moment. One, the insulation was being a bugger, and two, we've nearly run out of memory on the GoPro. So we're trying to film as much as we can to put in the vlog even, in the bog, before we run out of time. So I'll stop waffling. So we've got this side on, this panel's on. It took a lot of cutting and shaping. I've got a lovely blood blister, squashed my finger, and I'm starting to put the bud frame in. Joel's painted that side. So we're kind of cheating a little bit because we're not going to paint all of this. We're just going to put this in and paint over the top. So I don't know, call that cheating if you like, but that's what we're going to do. It'll all look nice in the end.
Yeah, we want to get this in, and so I've got a few days to get it painted after work. So we're ready to do the electrics at the weekend when our resident electrician will arrive.
Yeah, we booked an electrician. Believe it or not, it's coming from New Zealand.
Yeah.
It's the only one we could find that was free. It's not even a joke.
Just over this side.
He's got it! He's got it! It's only gone and worked!
Oh, I'm sorry, turn the camera on.
Ah!
Yeah, I'm experimenting on this side because this again.
Come on, hurry up.
Oh, you do it. It's fine. Because on this side, a lot of this wall won't be seen, or where the screws are, they won't be seen. So I'm just experimenting with some different fillers to see which gives the nicest finish on the exposed bits. Because the worst thing you want is a nice smooth ply wall and then a bit of filler sticking up.
Oh, the lightning, very, very frightening me.
Shush a minute.
There may be trouble ahead.
It's alright, we've got rubber wheels, we'll be alright. How steady is it?
You try it. What do you think?
No, I mean, like, is the bed sturdy?
Oh my god.
Yeah, we have got the number plate 69, you know.
Ah.
It's a love wagon. So, having experimented with several different fillers over the last couple of days, this is my favourite so far. Ob's not sponsored. Goes in really nicely, and when I'm filling stuff I do like to use my finger, whether that's the right thing to do or not I don't know, and then leave it a bit proud. But the good thing about this is you mix it with the hardener, so you can mix up as much as you want, and it does smell good. Honestly, we didn't really film the discussion behind this piece of wood on here. It took us ages to sort out, and we just do the what about this, what about this, what about this, and in the end, you know, it always working out.
So, purely by luck, I mean sheer planning and organised skills. So this is 12mm ply. So obviously it sticks out 12mm. From here upwards is going to be storage cupboards. So the plan originally was to put another bit of 12mm ply on here and then fix in the base of the framework of the storage cupboard into that 12mm ply. But being we've got this gap now, thinking out loud, we could put the base frame of the cupboard along there, drill it in because there's a board behind here, so it's taking weight there, so that's supporting the weight of the cupboard on that 12mm ply. And if we put a 6mm ply backing in, so it makes the back of the cupboard look nice, then we've got 6mm to rest on with that. I don't know. We'll think about it.
Backs of cupboards.
You don't want to be looking at that.
No, but a wall. But if you do a 6mm wall.
Well, that's what I meant.
Yeah, yeah. I thought you meant put a cupboard on the back as well.
No. Anyway, we'll ponder that one a bit more. So it's coming towards the end of week 6 now. Still painting.
Still painting.
Loads more to do yet. So this is one of those evenings where we're doing odds and jobs, bits and bobs jobs.
Odd jobs or odds?
Odd jobs, that's the one of those things, bits and bobs. After work towards the end of the evening. So Cheryl's been painting, got all that kind of that side of the wall in now. Obviously haven't done the top part yet, but we're concentrating on bed and electrics at the moment. So that's in and painted. This side's painted the two colours that we're going to have throughout the van. I've started on the electrics board, so I spent ages working out how everything goes, making sure I meet the requirements like gaps and for heating and cooling and all that kind of stuff. So that's done now. I just need to give that a paint, then that can go on the wall and get the electrics in, and then move on. Update, I'm not going to talk about this anymore, on the leak situation. So the past 2 days it's absolutely chucked it down with rain. We've had proper thunderstorms, we've had drizzly rain, we've had all the different types of rain you can have, we've had it. And the good news is, no leaks! Yay! I think we're there, I think we finally sealed the van. Good job really, because we're cracking on with the walls. Yeah, so thank you to everybody for their tips and help and advice with that, it's been really helpful, and now we can thankfully sleep easy at night when it's hammering it down outside.
We won't. We never sleep when it rains in the van if it's too noisy.
Too noisy. Well, but now we put loads of soundproofing in.
Rubbish, it would still be noisy.
Well, it won't be as loud as you're snoring.
the mat was just off Amazon, and we bought this trim which was just off Amazon, but we hadn't quite factored in that actually it needed to curve round like that. So then when we put it here, it looked really stupid, like there was just like a loop going along there. So then, oh my gosh, another storm is coming. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we decided to trim off that bit, and then we got a little bit mad with the angles. So this morning I had a bit of peace and quiet about 6:30 this morning. I just trimmed and put that on, and then glued it all down.
Looking good.
I'm happy with that. And then we've left this bit because we thought actually that's a little bit of storage. You could probably fit a couple of flip-flops or carrier bags, or you know, like bags for life, bin bags.
And what about that bit next to it?
Well, we don't yet know what's happening with this bit yet, because we think the kitchen will go and fix on here. We might have to trim that bit off, don't know, but we didn't want to do anything in case we need that bit, so we're just leaving that like that for now. Yeah, so happy with that, happy with how that worked out. Sometimes you just need to walk away, come back to a job when you're in a better frame of mind. Then I'm going to paint another coat of paint.